besides all the roping and riding at the rodeo, there's some pretty good food, too.
And guess what? We didn't have to rope in taste tester Marvin Hurst either into looking for new and unusual options in this week's Neighborhood Eats.
Chef Johnny Hernandez didn't waste a moment whipping up a Neighborhood Eats taste test from his Gloria Burgerteca. He has rodeo specials, but served us mole fries, taco el pastor, steak especial, and a veggie burger called the Big Texas Classic. It's all good, Chef, but Neighborhood Eats likes the burger best. On the rodeo grounds, Juan Garcia says Johnny Joe's Grill works food magic.
Our specialty is everything.
Neighborhood Eats got an order of his loaded rib fries, topped with carne el pastor, lettuce, tomatoes, and homemade guacamole. Pretty good. But we say que rico to your mango habanero lemonade.
Cheers to Johnny Joe's lemonade.
Big Cheese has a massive menu. Gary Morris says his ribs are a San Antonio favorite. Why is that?
We got 7 seasonings and 7 barbecue type sauces and marinades, finishing sauces.
The ribs are tender and pretty decent. Let's drop by the original corn roast for their award-winning fried green tomatoes and deep fried peaches. The tomatoes are tasty with the dip of ranch on the side. The showstopper, the fried peaches, covered in cinnamon sugar and dipped in icing. Que rico! Neighborhood Eats heard about a new booth called the Spud Shack. It serves tater tots with everything on top. A customer favorite, the San Antonio top.
Comes with sour cream, cheese, guacamole, jalapenos on top with a black bean salsa on top of it too.
After sampling so much food, Neighborhood Eats brought in rodeo intern Gabe. His mission, to spud or not spud. And from the looks of things,
Don't quote me on this, I think intern Gabe likes it.
the San Antonio tot gets a thumbs up.
Thank you so much for this recommendation. If you have another one, all you have to do is hit me up on my Ken's 5 Facebook page or send me a tweet. Just don't forget to hashtag me at Ken's 5.